Abbreviated version, Jenny. Okay, for everybody on the internet that just missed out on the last 65 seconds of banter, I talked about fingers at arm length, 15 minutes per finger, per digit is how long you have until the sun sets against the horizon. We still have approximately 45 minutes here at Southside Garage. We're thrilled to be here. Weather's great this week. I hope you're on your bike if you're not here. Jenny, talk about membership. I think we're live.
All right. Hopefully so. Can I steal that paper from you?
Oh.
Yeah. He gets on to me because I'm always like, I don't need printed things. I'm a digital person, but here I am. Okay. So thank you all for being here. Welcome, members and non-members. If you're not a member, I hope that you feel welcome. And everybody just be sure to say hello to somebody new, meet some new friends. We want to make sure everybody feels welcome and glad that you're here. Don't forget about our member deals. We have some exciting ones coming up, so stay tuned. I'm excited to have a good handful coming your way, but we have several, and we'd love to support all of those member deals that we have right now and those businesses that support AMBC. So please definitely go onto your app and check your benefits and just be sure you're supporting those organizations and those businesses and using those deals. And then one or two more times, you're going to hear me just mention that we did in April of 25, we switched over from being a chapter of IMBA to being a chapter of SORBA. And so just want to be sure that everybody checks and make sure that they are still members of AMBC, because if you did have a recurring membership, it would be no longer recurring under IMBA. So I'm happy to help you check that on your app if you'd like, or I can check on the back end. Or you can email me if you ever have any questions. It's just jenny@ambcnox.org. Yeah, that's all I got for now. Here's your fancy paper.
Thanks. All right. So just a recap of what we've been up to over the last month or so. I do want to thank everybody that came out to IC King for our first Saturday of the month over there. We had 38 fine folks show up to help us out over there. We ended up building a 12-foot long picnic table, I do believe is what it ended up being. We had a ton of drain clearing going on over there, and we did a litter pickup. And in addition to that, we also had a saw crew head out, and that's something that Dave's been working on. Not only do they train sawyers internally through a training program they developed, but also allow for folks to saw in certain circumstances during work parties. And so we certainly appreciate all the trained sawyers. And Dave's got some intel on the most recent saw class that just went on. He'll talk about that a little bit later. I do want to remind everyone that there's quite a bit of construction going on at the base of the year-round get-down trails. Okay, so that is at the drop-in. So they're doing a lot of grade work in that area. You will notice closures at the bottom of that trail network, and you will notice detour signs at the top, essentially letting you know what trails are open from the top. So it's just, you can still get to the top from both sides. You just may not be able to use Campground Connector for right now. And so that is a short-term problem. We will rebuild Campground Connector once their grading's all done, and they're making some great progress over there, so I'm really excited. And I believe they had a litter cleanup on Sevierville Pike this last Saturday, so they hauled a more than a ton of stuff out of there over the weekend. So thanks so much for the drop-in. And that's just one of my cues to remind everybody that we are on a system that includes private landowners, and we are thrilled to be able to utilize trails on private land. Just remember to be a great neighbor, stay on the trail, and thank them if you ever run into them out and about. So right behind us, we did get to celebrate with the Legacy Parks Foundation and with the City of Knoxville the Sono Rail Trail groundbreaking, and you'll notice that the ground is more than broken in most of the spots. The tracks are up, and the cross ties are actually up in most conditions. It is not open at this point, but it is certainly passable. I'll leave that with you guys at that point. But that project is going to be incredible when it comes online. We're going to be hopefully doing some work to help the city make that come to fruition. They're really looking at end of the year timeframe for having the surfacing down. So that is going to be a natural surface trail connector from the Kearns Bakery all the way to Meads Quarry. So really, really exciting to celebrate with the city and Legacy Parks on that opening. And that groundbreaking took place at the just past the tunnel over at Kearns Bakery, which is a really interesting feature of this rail trail, is the fact that there's this tunnel that goes under, is it Davenport? Or no, it's not Davenport, it's Sheridan. Yep, indeed. So really cool thing. Just recap as well, we presented at 2 different public meetings over the last month on a project that we are teaming up with the city of Knoxville on, which is an RTP, Recreational Trails Program grant, for Holston Hills Park. So across the river, Holston Hills Park, great little neighborhood park, soccer fields. It's got a boat put in that they're doing an ADA adaptive boat launch at. They've got a playground. They've got a phase 2 playground that they're going to work on. But what they invited us to help them with is a bike playground, essentially, which is going to be a small pump track, sort of the small, like Baker Creek, the smaller one there. And in addition to that, they've got an awesome 2-mile greenway network over there that we are proposing some side of the greenway trails off to the side of those. And so kiddos and the public at large would be able to utilize the greenways for sort of the uphills and these trails, which will be hard surface aggregate, to come back down to the bottom. Really exciting project that we should hear about probably by the end of the summer, but it's it would be a long-term project. So that one would probably take upwards to 2 or 3 years to come to fruition, but nonetheless, project that we've been working on with the city and are thrilled to be at the plate with that. That also includes a number of acres of invasive management. So that park, with that greenway network, there's sort of some islands of vegetation, but they're really crowded, and to actually utilize the forest space, we're going to have to do quite a bit of work just to get to sort of a baseline, if you will. But it will be a really inviting forest at that point for folks to be able to tiptoe into mountain biking and tiptoe into off-road cycling in general, and then hopefully be able to take advantage of the rest of the 100 miles of trails in our community. So another event that we attended was Green Drinks, hosted by Alliance Brewing just down the road. They meet monthly. That's essentially a networking group that meets and talks about various topics, and they just invited AMBC to come and chat about what we work on, and really great environment to meet some folks in, and they've got a Facebook page and a group if you guys are interested in ever meeting up with Green Drinks. We've already set up some meetings with other entities after that meeting. So it's neat to just connect with other folks all the time. In other trail news, I want to keep you guys, just keep these 2 trail projects, which are out of our reach, but the Highlander Trail, which is the Oneida to roughly Frozen Head rail trail, that's still moving forward. So we're really excited to just sort of be working in the background on that project, helping to organize. And then the Hallstop Trails up in Hartford, they are still moving forward, and we sit in on monthly calls on that, but really no news on those 2 fronts. I've got a late-breaking story. What's up, Lewis?
Did you actually say the trails are going to be 100 miles?
So, yes, we do have 100 miles of trails, which is pretty amazing. Okay. And actually, Lewis brings up an interesting point that we have 100 miles here in our community. And if you do a circle, a 30-mile radius around Market Square, we've got over 250 miles of trails, which is phenomenal. And we're going to talk more about that next month, but super lucky to be where we're at. Jenny, tell us about upcoming events, if you will.
All right. Woo. I can do that.
Paper.
Thank you. Okay, so tomorrow we have in Nashville, Sorba, AMBC, several other local chapters of Sorba are going to Outdoor Day on the Hill in Nashville. I don't know if you want to say something specific about that or share about that.
It's just kind of, it's a neat time for us to be able to meet the policymakers and the politicians that help make decisions for us at the state. And it's something that AMBC and Sorba in particular has been working on relationships over the last few years. and we're really thrilled to be working with a number of folks, including like the Office of Outdoor Recreation and Tennessee Tourism through the Bike Tennessee initiative.
Awesome. Thank you. And then tomorrow night, also tomorrow, we have the Banff Mountain Film Fest. And tomorrow night specifically, it benefits AMBC, which is awesome. And it's sold out tonight and tomorrow night. So that's awesome. Hope you all got tickets and you're able to go. That's an awesome fundraiser, and it's awesome that they support AMBC. So we have a fun little fundraiser coming up soon. It's going to be bingo and barbecue at Sweet Peas Barbecue. That's going to be Wednesday, April 1st. No so what?
No joke.
No joke. Okay. No fools. No fools. No fools. So that will be kind of like a fun dinner night, but you also get potential prizes if you win bingo. Bingo cards are going to cost, I think, $10 a card, and you can get 3 for $25. And all of that, all the bingo money goes toward AMBC supporting us. And it'll be a fun little fundraiser for us. And you'll get some good dinner and hopefully some good prizes if you win. As I think you mentioned, Social Ride was canceled. The first one was because of the wet weather, but our new first Social Ride will be on April 7th, and that'll be at Meads Quarry. And that'll be a good opportunity, hopefully, for them to ride the flow trail as well. And Social Ride is on the first and third Tuesdays of the month. So first one is at Meads Quarry, third one is at Baker Creek. And that's for everybody. All are welcome. It's a no-drop ride. It's co-ed. We'd love for anybody to show up. It's a great opportunity to learn the trails, meet some people, and just come and hang out with your community. You can find more events at ambcknox.org/events. And if your organization has a related mountain biking or outdoor event that should be posted on there, let me know. But definitely add to your calendar. There's a lot going on in the spring, and we have a lot on our calendars, but a few of the biggest things are Outlandish Adventure Festival, and that's the first weekend of May, May 1 and 2, Friday and Saturday. We're going to have, AMBC's going to be there, Social Ride will have a ride, Joy Ride will have a ride, we'll have a fun kids Trailblazers ride. I bet AYC might have a ride, I don't know. So but definitely mark your calendars for that. It'll be awesome. There's also going to be like a full moon paddle, lots of different outdoor opportunities. Then we have National Trails Weekend, the first weekend of June. So definitely put that on your calendar. It's an awesome camp weekend. We'll have a work day. Or a work party. We'll have meals together, camp, rides, and that's at Big South Fork. And yeah, if there's anything else that you all have, please let me know. I can add it to the calendar, and let me know if you have any questions.
Cool. While we're on events, Chris, you want to run up and let's hear about Wacheezy, which I believe is this weekend, correct? Sunday.
Thank you.
Certainly.
So yeah, Matt said it. Wacheezy. So Wacheezy is the gravel race for Knoxville. The whole Knoxville community. That's one of the 2 races that Rapid Expeditions and Dark Horse Productions put on. So down in Tellico Plains on Sunday, we're actually doing a shakeout ride on Saturday this year. Real excited about. This will be I believe it's the 4th running of the Wacheezy. It started about 5-6 years ago. And the Tellico area is beautiful. So it's Bald River Falls and all that. So, but it's mountain gravel. So it's a little spicy. It's got some character, but we have 3 different distances from the 38 Special, which is our new one. 38 Special is a modified of the 40 that we did before. It's a little bit more beginner. It's a little bit more friendly, or it's the short race to go knock it out. The classic, the 63, and the long is the 88. So it's a great time. Again, it's a community gravel race. So our bike shops run the aid stations. We're so fortunate to have them volunteering. We have a lot of other support from our bike family. And so it's really a bunch of friends together. and we're really excited for anybody to come out. Registration is still open, and it is only 5 days away. So if you're thinking about it, the weather looks beautiful. Please come sign up and play bikes with us in Pelico Plains.
And speaking of Tellico Plains, if you haven't been there in a while, you owe it a visit. Some new places to eat down there, some great new businesses that have popped up there in town. So certainly consider stopping down.
Yeah. And if you don't know Tellico Grains is actually open for us on Sunday. So come get your Tellico Grains fix. You automatically get that with your entry too. So there you go. Thanks.
That's awesome.
Okay, guess what? We have something else tomorrow. Our first Trailblazers spring session is tomorrow from 5 to 7. And that's going to, yes, Lewis. He's excited, even though he's not going to be there. He's excited. You don't care. You're excited. I am too, Lewis. So we're going to have that program both at Baker Creek, and we're going to have it in West Knoxville at the Cove at Concord. We're really excited about that. We have an awesome group of volunteers, and we have 19 kiddos at our Baker Creek location, and 19 kiddos at our Baker Creek location and 18 at Concord. So pretty much full programs, which is awesome. Doubled from last year since we added a location. Special thank you to Bear Paw Bikes, Hurricane Cycles, and Psychology Bicycles for offering special Trailblazers discounts to the volunteers and the families. We will have an outlandish ride for Trailblazers and kiddos, as I mentioned. And something that is super exciting is that we are going to have a summer program with Boys and Girls Club, and we have bikes from them that they were not using. So our team has been working hard to rejuvenate these bikes that have been sitting in a shed for quite a while. And 2 Bikes is going to help us get a few of the ones that are a little rough around the edges fixed up. And then we also got a box truck donated, which is awesome. And I'm going to get to learn to drive this truck. So here we go. And then you pass it on to Madison, or do you want to say something else?
I just wanted to say thank you to the folks at Postmodern Spirits and Eric Olgren at Heuristics Woodworking for that truck. Just happened to have a conversation and mentioned that we had just gotten 26 bicycles, mountain bikes, that were getting refurbished. And, sometimes things just fall into place. And we're really lucky to have the community that we have. And another example of that is this incredible chainsaw that Dave Bricchetto just brought out of his shed or his garage and said, you know what? I'm not using this right now, but I bet you guys can. So thank you so much, Dave, for the donation of an incredible saw that will go to work on the trails for everybody here shortly. So I don't have my paper agenda any longer, but I would like to invite Madison up to talk about Joyride.
Hello, everybody.
Would you like paper?
No, I'm good. I have my digital copy. Hey, everybody. I'm Madison, or Maddie, with Joyride. Joyride's mission is to get more women and non-binary riders out on the trails and get everybody comfortable in the woods. We have monthly rides and events. Our last one was Daylight Savings at Baker Creek on March 8th. So we had 29 ladies come out, and it was an awesome turnout for volunteers. We almost had a 1-to-1 ratio, which was awesome because we had new rider through Beginner Plus, so it was really great to be able to give that hands-on attention. So it was a great day. We had Abby Drought with Abby Deep Photography come out and take photos of us and make us look like models so that we can better promote Joyride. So we're really thankful to Abby for taking photos. And after the ride, we did a restorative yoga stretch at Climbing Roots Bouldering Gym. So we're really thankful to Claudia and the Climbing Roots team for doing that as well. Coming up Sunday, April 26th, we have a ride at Hasty. So we'll tackle the Hasty area with our beginner plus and intermediate riders. And then later, so that's Sunday, and then that following Saturday, we'll have Outlandish Festival, and we'll have a joyride at Outlandish too. So we're always looking for more volunteers and participants, but especially if you want to volunteer, you don't need to be an advanced rider. You just need to be comfortable with the skill level that you sign up for. And we're looking for ride leaders and sweeps to help out. All of our events are on the Joyride page. So what we've got going on for the year is already up on there, and as well as our email address. So if you have any questions or want to learn more or partner with us, please reach out and we'd be happy to chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Chris, I'd like to invite you back up, sir, to talk AYC. He's talking with Vic at the moment. Wheeling, dealing. All right, here we go.
But I'll change hats and talk about the youth. So Chris Joyce again, but this time the head coach of the Appalachian Youth Cycling. So we kicked off our regular season. We came out of the winter dormancy, and with the more sunshine, it's game on again. So we had our first practice this past Thursday because the Monday one it was snowing. So yeah, not the best way to start. So, but we're back in business and real excited to get everybody, get those legs moving again, get the young people out. So we have a great crew together of coaches, but we can always use more. So seriously, if you like bikes, you don't have to know how to coach. You don't have to have kids. Just come ride your bike with us. It's only as serious as you make it. And we have everything from just casual riders that just want to have fun with their friends. We teach them a little bit how to be a better rider, a safer rider, to the kids who it's their sport. They don't play your ball sports and things like that, but they like to get out there and be part of the team. And so we have about 15 to 20% of our kids that actually race the NICA series in the fall. We have a little bit of a coordination with upcoming racing with Knox Bike Racing on Wednesdays. So if you don't know, you can learn a lot more about that, but it's a great place for youth and for local to come out and support our race series there that Chris Kimball puts on. But our big push with the kids is to please reach out. Happy to answer questions about volunteering and to bring your kids out. If you have questions, it doesn't have to be any commitment to come out and see what it's all about. So that's, let's see, ayc.ambcnox.org. And you can find us on the Instas and all the good stuff. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And Chris mentioned the Wednesday night race series. Those are also up on ambcnox.org/events. So full calendar and link to their site is there as well. Dave, come talk about trails and what all you guys have been up to. I saw you on the internet this weekend.
My favorite.
All right, what's up? I hate being on social media. Not really, I don't really care, but had to do some performing to. Right. So, here we are. You already said IC King work party went super good. Cleared drains, built a picnic table.
How about that lunch?
Psychology.
Holy moly.
Unbelievable.
That's really good.
They did a great job. And Creature Comforts kept everything lubricated. I don't But yeah, so thanks to them for helping out. Flow Trail, back open. Go ride it. It needs lots of tires. It's, we've been, what's that? It flows. Sections of it fully flow. So it's, the flow maybe is not cohesive, but it's, go ahead. What do you got?
Sorry, I got a PSA about Flow Trail for just a moment. Flow Trail is a fantastic trail. It may be named improperly, but hey, these guys made it incredible. And I say guys, but it's guys and gals. I think it's important to note that Flow Trail is one of those trails amongst the 100 miles that we have in Knoxville that is multi-use and bi-directional. It is y'all's responsibility to be in control of your bicycle whenever you're on it, just like it is if you're walking a dog or if you're trail running. So I just want to stress the fact that this trail is refreshed. It is super fun. They have cleared a ton of invasives. So sightlines are the best that they've ever been out there as well. The forest health is the best it's been. You can probably see some spring ephemerals at this moment because you can see into the woods. But it is important to note that this is a multi-use trail, and everybody needs to be good neighbors and make sure you're in control of your bike. So don't get too fast. Don't get too in your head about Strava. And I'm going to get off my high horse now.
Thank you. We were reading the comments earlier, and there was some concern about the multi-directional speed aspect of the whole thing. But nevertheless, it is super fun. The test running I had to do, I was really happy with how things turned out, and it's just going to get better and faster and smoother the more tires it gets on it, especially after the freeze thaw. Things were crazy, but it's moving in the right direction. I went over there this afternoon, and it looks great. And we still have some touch-up stuff to do. It's not like done, but it's ready, and it can handle all the tires right now. It's seriously, every lap on it makes it just a little bit better. So go ride it if you haven't. We are trying to figure out better ways to recognize some of our volunteers who help us out with everything. Everyone doesn't know, but I know. Jessica knows, but not everyone knows about all the people who help us out with stuff that don't get paid every day. These guys out west doing stuff all day, every day, pretty much. Guys that come to every single work day and help us get stuff done. So we're trying to work out some different, I don't know, not promos, I don't know how to say it, but like we're trying to come up with some ideas to like really give, recognize these people who are helping us out and doing, the work that doesn't get recognized as, anyway. So we've got a t-shirt promo that we're doing right now. If you come to 5 of the work days on the first Saturday of the month, then you get a t-shirt. And we got some other stuff that we're trying to get brewing up too. Our next work day is going to be at Norris in conjunction with CVTA. Those guys are working on the Chuck Morris trail up there, or the Chuckinator. What is it called, Doug? They're talking. He's not listening. But it's he's got some work for us to do up there on Chuck's trail at the Marine Ridgeway. Is that what it's called? Trailhead? Marine Railway. So we'll be up there April 4th, I believe. Yeah, we got Harper's Bike Shop making lunch. Creature Comforts is going to provide drinks, and there's also going to be a promotion at the brewery, I believe, after that, where first beer's free if you come out to do trail work. So they're trying to help us out too, and everybody loves them. I mean, you've been there, you had the trout dip; it's really good. So, yeah, so that'll be good. We're still working on the plan. Doug and I were talking earlier, but we will be working on that Marine Railway loop, I think, out there. As far as our crew, we just finished up Flow, obviously. We are trying to get our winter stuff wrapped up. We've still got a little bit of work to do at Loyston, but we did a little quick ride out there, got some trees cut off the trail, going to try to blow out some drains and get that finished off, and then we're going to try and do a little bit of touch-up on Cruise Valley Run. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, but there's some weird flow stuff that we want to fix, get some drains working right, get some of the silt out of those pits, especially halfway down right now. There's some sand traps, so got a little bit of work lined up to do out there. What's that? You can come up here, Lewis, if you got any. No, it's whisper stuff. We can play telephone and see what I get. Oh, sand trap. It's a golf thing. It's way less fun. So yeah, we got a little Cruise Valley revamp that I'm pretty excited about, just because there's some rollers that kind of the profile has gotten really weird and have kind of turned into ski jumps to flat, and some of the stuff, the way the spacing lines up out of the corners is kind of weird. So I think we can make it more fun without making it any more difficult. You know what I mean? And like some beeline options. We went and walked it this afternoon, and we got some pretty good ideas for, I think, smoothing it out for everybody and having some options for some fun stuff at trail speed. Which there's a lot of speed to be had there, especially certain sections. It's got some grade, so I think we're going to try and max it out and do some. I'm not going to change it. If it's your favorite trail, it's not going to be totally different, but we're going to pump it up and improve flow. That's what we're doing. We're just going around improving flow everywhere, all day, every day. That's what I'm doing in meetings. I'm just improving flow. And chainsaw class. We did a chainsaw class. I think this was like the 4th one, maybe 5th one. I'm teaching chainsaw class, helping people get comfortable with the saw. I had 3 folks in this one this time. Had a couple had to back out last minute. We saw Tyler this morning with his broken collarbone from Rock Creek incident, but it was really great. It's super cool just to get people in there to get them more comfortable, either teach them some good habits or break some old bad habits and get them onto some new habits. But we're taking beginners to advanced chainsaw users just to get out and help us keep the trails cleared. How many miles we got, Lewis? He doesn't know. It's like 100, right? So yeah, but we're chainsaw class twice a year. We're doing a spring and a fall, and just figuring out how we can do it better. So if you know somebody who's interested, or if you're interested, just holler at us, and it'll be probably a couple weeks after Fall Fest for this next one. But yeah, shout out to all the Sawyers who get out there and help us do it, because we chase trees around half the time anyway. There's just, I mean, this weekend the emails just kept coming, but yeah, we super appreciate all the people who come out and do that and then help us keep everything clear. So other than that, what do we got? No.
All right, we've got one other event that we need to make mention of, and that's up at Norris Area Trail Network. So that's going to be based out of Norris Dam State Park, or is it out of out of Clinch River Brewing? Oh, well, that's a perfect place to run the poker ride out of. So remind me the date of that, Doug. April 25th. So get that on your calendar. It is the weekend before our next meeting, which is April 27th here. Anybody else got anything else before we, the sun has hit the horizon, which means we hit a 45-minute mark? I don't think that's possible, but, so I must not have had my arm at full length. All right, that's it. Okay, thanks everybody for coming out. Tip your bartender, say thanks so much. Cheers.